Hi everyone, I'm Peter Law, and thank you for joining us today at HRC At Home Fitness. Today, we got a nice good cast going on. We got Kristen over here, Gail in the back, Haley over here, and Lou to the back corner over here. So today is going to be a full body exercise. We're going to get from upper body, core a little bit down to legs. So today we're going to be using dumbbells. I have a couple different sets of dumbbells for different exercises. If you don't have dumbbells at home, we can go ahead and use stuff like cans, water bottles, little objects for resistance. We'll also be using gliders, which I'll grab here momentarily. You might grab that. For our next serious stuff towards the end. And Haley over here will be doing our modified versions for a lot of stuff if things get a little too tough or a little too heavy. So, all right, so let's go ahead and we'll begin our stretch a little bit. Let's go ahead and do some neck circles, kind of begin our workout. We're gonna run everything for time. That way we can really focus on technique and not have to rush things. Let's go ahead and switch directions. In each exercise, we'll run for a different length of time. Some as little as 15 seconds, up to 30 seconds. So let's go ahead and go shoulder or arm circles. Just really think big rotations. I really want to push that shoulder joint a little bit. Nice and easy. Switching directions. Get those fluid moving around that shoulder joint. Arm swings, kind of open the chest a little bit, upper back, back and forth. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do some core rotations. Kind of use your arms as the pendulum. Now we're just kind of loosen up the body a little bit. Break up that tissue in the obliques, lower back, abdominal area. Good. I'm gonna go ahead, go down the hips. We're gonna go with some hip circles. So if you need to, you can go ahead and use a wall or a partner. We can use for a prop for balance. Otherwise, if you have good enough balance, just go ahead and just do a few hip circles. Let's go ahead and switch legs. Big circles. Getting those fluids going around. Waking ourselves up. All right, kind of relaxing there. We're gonna go down to kind of a low squat, prayer squat, kind of open up our hips. Maybe we're gonna go ahead and take our elbows, kind of go in a prayer position. You can really drive out. You like to kind of rock left to right a little bit just to loosen up. We'll go ahead and stand back up. We'll do that one more time. I know the squat can get a little tiring, so we'll kind of come up, come down, give our legs rest a little bit. And here we go, one more time. We're drawing those hips out, loosen things up. And we're coming back up. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do kind of a toe tap stretch. Come down, try to get down low, chest, knee, just for a split second. Come back up, reach high sky, get it, a little lean back. I'm gonna repeat that a few more times. Nice and low, up and high. You just kind of find your own pace. All right. Hopefully we're all warmed up. We'll go ahead and get started on the first series of workouts. We got 3 exercises, start our first superset. So we're gonna go ahead and get our light dumbbells out. We're gonna kind of work on a small stabilizer muscles. So because of that, we don't need anything too heavy. And for most of you, we don't probably need weight at all, unless you're feeling really strong. Haley over here will actually demonstrate without resistance. So the first exercise we're gonna go into is a dumbbell YTI. So I'm gonna turn to the side just so everyone can kind of see me. We're gonna go first in a hip hinge position. From here, you're gonna take a neutral back. That's most important. Go hips back, kind of chest forward, bend down. And once you find that position, we're gonna hold that position and lock it there. So this is gonna be a full body exercise, but it's really gonna emphasize the back. So from here, you're gonna make a Y with the dumbbells. Come hands up, making a Y. Going to the side to make a T. Going backwards to make an I, and that's 1 rep. So here we go. Y, T, I. Remember, kind of play with your weight a little bit. I suggest going body weight first, And from there, you can make your way up. Y, T, I. Good. Let's go one more. Y, T, and I. Good. Hopefully that felt okay. Remember, from one last thing, really keep that neutral back. So we'll come back around and hopefully we'll get a little bit easier as we're kind of familiar with that technique a little bit. So, sorry, yeah, we're gonna get that dumbbell back again. We're going to an Arnold press, made by the famous Arnold Schwarzenegger. So this starts with the dumbbells in front of you. So the palm should start by facing you. So I'll demonstrate one real quick. As you kind of press up overhead, you'll rotate out and your palms will face forward. So you want to make sure you keep total body tension. That way you don't rock back and forth. And that's gonna be our rep. So here we go. Starting palms facing you, going up and out. Good. I like to take a deep breath in before I go. And exhale as I go out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. A few more seconds. And just really filling the shoulders, and the arms, and upper back. One more. And relax. We're gonna go ahead and put one dumbbell down. So we're just gonna have one hand right now. We're gonna go ahead, go into our dumbbell around the world. So from here, we're gonna pretend your head is planet Earth, and this dumbbell is an object flying around it, like a plane. So here we go. Going around the world. A really good way to hit the upper back, all three heads of the shoulder. Man, we don't need such heavy weight on this. A can, a water bottle, any bread work just fine. Go ahead and switch directions. Good. A few more seconds. We really should feel in those shoulders. And relax. Kind of give everyone a couple seconds, kind of shake it off a little bit, get their arms relaxed. Everyone's still doing okay? I'm getting quite a bit of workout, so whew. All right. All right, we're gonna go back through one more time. So dumbbell YTIs, remember, we're gonna go ahead and get both dumbbells. Once again, just a quick review. The hip hinge position, neutral back, hips back, chest forward. From here, Y, T, and I. So, all right, here we go. Hip hinge first, neutral back. Let's go ahead and go to Y, T, I. Y, T, I. Y, T, I. And play with that weight. Y, T, I. Let's go one more. Y, T, and I. Good. So, yep, keep those dumbbells. Going to dumbbell Arnold press. Give it a couple seconds here to catch your breath if you need. So remember, arms, palms facing you, dumbbells forward, and begin. Rotating out. Good. Keeping that core nice and tight. That way we don't lose balance as we get up to the top. Stay nice and get in control. This little rotation is gonna hit a lot of those rotator cuff muscles that we normally don't tap into. Little stabilizer muscles. Kind of keep everything nice, safe, and intact. Let's go one more. And relax. Drop one dumbbell down. Going back to dumbbell around the world. So start in front of you. Here we go. Around the head. Around the world. Remember, everything's for time. Kind of find your own pace. I like doing time that way we can really focus on our technique or on a form and don't have to worry about keeping track of our numbers just yet. Let's go ahead and switch directions. Around the world. Really good shoulder toner, really good toner. At the same time, I'm strengthening up shoulders. Build up a lot of endurance up there. Let's go one more time around. And relax, everyone. Good. Hopefully our upper body's still feeling pretty good. Really hit those shoulders pretty hard. We also hit our back pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and make our way down to kind of our core a little bit and a little bit of hip. So, yep, we'll just give it a second, kind of shake it off, loosen up. So let that blood kind of pull in, good pace. We don't want to tighten up too much. So I'm gonna get rid of these small dumbbells. These next exercise, you can load up a little bit heavier weight, but don't necessarily need to. So I still recommend keeping the same dumbbell or canterbury that you have to start off with and see how that weight kind of feels. But for myself, I'm gonna go ahead and bump up the weight a little bit. I'm gonna go up to 10 pounds. And just gonna get one dumbbell for now. We're gonna start off with our dumbbell wood chops. So, how this will work, just kind of like it sounds. We're gonna kind of mimic this as an axe, and we're chopping wood. So I have this on my right shoulder right now. I'm gonna take my left foot forward to kind of a high lunge. So that way when I come down and swing, when the weight comes down, this leg can kind of catch that weight. I don't just fall forward, so, and look silly like I normally do. All right, here we go. Gonna swing. And as you get a little more comfortable, you can kind of go a little more aggressive. But right now, let's just take it nice and easy. You really want to think nice, big crunch down your core so we get as much ab work done as we can, even though this is a full body workout. Reach back far, swing cross leg. Let's go one more. Good. And relax. So, yep, we're gonna switch sides. I'm gonna bring this dumbbell up to my left shoulder now, meaning my right foot comes forward into a high lunge. And here we go. Swing across the body. So work the arms, the back, the shoulders, and core. And even your legs a little bit. Actually, when you stop the weight from coming all the way down. Remember, we're trying to emphasize the core, really get that core rotation. Two more, and last one. Good. So hopefully we're still doing all right. So on this one, now I'm actually gonna bring back my light dumbbell. So kind of switch in and out. We're gonna go into an angle or V lunge with the core rotation. So I'm gonna hold this side to side dumbbell. I'm gonna go ahead and do a kind of a diagonal lunge and rotating out. So we're gonna rotate out to whatever leg that's in front of you. So if my left leg is going forward, I'm rotating left. My right leg's going forward, rotate right. All right, we ready? Here we go. I'm gonna go left first, rotating out, going right. And this, remember, you don't need weight at all. And you feel like your legs getting a little tired, you don't have to do a deep lunge by any means. Just kind of get a high lunge, a nice rotation. Really challenging our stability, working our hips, working our core. Let's go one more. And good, and relax. So, all right. Go ahead and bring back my dumbbell, my big dumbbell, my heavy one. We're gonna go into a standing dumbbell twist. This one's pretty big when it comes to competitive weightlifting. One of the exercises we do quite often right before we do it, Olympic lifts. So we'll hold this really tight, close to the body, the dumbbell. We're up right center of the chest, torso. From here, we're gonna keep our head forward, most times feet forward. We're gonna go ahead and turn, rotate the body, keep that dumbbell tight, while keeping those head and feet forward. And you kind of want to actually go until the rotation, until you feel that stretch, the abdomen oblique. Once you find a stretch, your end range of motion, go back side to side. Play it this way. I usually like to add a little bit of weight in this one. Rocking left, rocking right. And relax. Good, everyone. We're gonna kind of shake it off a little bit, kind of loosen up if you need to, kind of do kind of warm up stretches. This is what I like to do in between a little bit. Just kind of recover, stay in motion. Suddenly do we want to just kind of stand in place after kind of a high intensity workout. That's how we get to cramping a lot. So, all right, so here we go. We're gonna pick up our big dumbbell again, or any dumbbell, or no dumbbell. Going back to our chops. So here we go. I'm having my weight to my right shoulder, left foot lunged forward, and we're chopping. Now that we're kind of familiar with these exercises, kind of play with that speed, play with that aggression. So over time, you feel comfortable with it, you can go with a little more velocity, like a real axe swing. One more. Good, we're gonna go ahead and switch. Weight to my left shoulder, right foot forward. Axe swing. With chops. One of my personal favorite exercises. I like to keep exercises simple and as functional as possible to real life. You would think I'd be better at chopping wood though. One more. And relax, everyone. Here we go. Bring it back to small dumbbell. Gonna go to our V lunge plus side rotation. So here we go. Left lunge, left rotation. Right lunge, right rotation. Good. Play with your resistance. Now we know how intense all these exercises can be, but do find a nice, good challenge. Good. Go. One more. And relax. All right, last one for the superset. Going to our dumbbell standing twist. Choose your appropriate weight. I got my big dumbbell again, tight to the body, tight to the torso, feet and eyes forward, and here we go. Finding that stretch, getting that end range of motion. Going for time, really focus on the movement. Keep it strict, keep it tight, and effective. Good. One more. Round and relax, everyone. Good. Yep, go ahead and relax, shake it off. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next series of exercises we have. We got 3 more and we're almost done, everyone. So this go around, we're gonna go ahead and work on our lower body now. Gonna go to the hips. So what we got here are gliders. I'll kind of demonstrate how we'll use this here in a little bit. We won't be using it for our first exercise, but we'll be for the next 2. For those of you that don't have gliders at home, recommend objects such as socks, paper plates, towels, something that can really slide on the floor, and this is what pretty much these objects will be used for. So, okay. So right now I'm actually just going to use the gliders as a knee support, not really for an exercise drill or anything just yet. So from here we're going to go ahead on our hands and knees. Our first exercise we're going to is called fire hydrants. It's really going to work the outside of our hip or glutes, often neglected area, and it's real simple. You're going to come here and going knee outwards. So here we go. And this is going to be strictly body weight exercise. For some of you who have strong abductors, you can always put a band between your knees or your ankles for more resistance. But for this case, we're just going to go body weight. So we're going to go ahead and focus our right side. Here we go. Bring that knee up nice and high. Find your personal range of motion. And remember, we're all going for time. Really feeling that outer hip, outer glute. This helps stabilize that hip joint. Keep it nice and tight in there. Last one. And relax. We're gonna go ahead and switch sides, going to the left knee. So here we go. Good. Feeling that outer hip. And one more. And relax, everyone. All right. So now we're going to use these gliders for resistance. So our next one, we're going to plank jacks. We're going to go ahead and have these gliders or your towel, paper towel, sock on your feet, toes. We're going to go up to the push-up position or the plank position. From here, we're going to go sliding in and sliding out to really work those inner hips. So here we go. Going 3, 2, 1. And for a modified version, you don't have to use the gliders. You can actually step in, step out if you like. And you can kind of see Haley over here demonstrating. These ones can be somewhat challenging. And let's go 2 more. Last one. Good. And relax. All right. I'm working up a good sweat. Hope everyone else is. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and sit back down. We're gonna have these gliders at the heels of our feet. From here, we're gonna go into a glute bridge. So we're gonna have the modified version where we're just gonna hold the glute bridge for a few seconds, which Haley will demonstrate here. And then we're gonna have our kind of more advanced version that'll hit our glutes and our hamstrings a little bit more. And for this exercise, I'll go to my side. We're gonna go ahead and go up into glute bridge. So remember, I would just kind of start here first, see how it feels. Really squeeze the glutes, press them as high as you can. And if you're feeling a little advanced, you can go ahead. We're gonna go to a heel slide. You'll extend out and pull in. Extend out, pull back into the glute bridge. So here we go. We'll go ahead and start that. So remember, start that glute bridge and we'll kind of make our way into the heel slide. So glute bridge, here we go. I'm gonna hold that there for a second. Hips nice and high. All right, if you're feeling like you want to do a heel slide, you can. If not, you can just hold this position. I'm just gonna do a few myself. Extend out. Going back to glute bridge. Extending out. Heel sliding back into glute bridge. Extending out. And heel sliding back to glute bridge. And go ahead and relax. All right. So unfortunately, we didn't get through a second round, that last set of exercises like I would like to. We're running a little bit low on time. So, but if you'd like to, you can always run through those exercises again on your own. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and do some cool downs, kind of relax a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. So, all right. We're gonna go ahead and stand up, kind of loosen up a little bit. I always like to just kind of relax and shake my body off as much as I can. So, yep, we're gonna go ahead and back to arm swings. I really wanna think pressing that range of motion. Just go ahead and cross that one arm over. Yep, and have other arm wrapped on the arm, kind of loosen that upper back, rear delt. Go ahead and switch sides. Here we go. All right. We're gonna go back to our first exercise we did on our warm-up. We're gonna do a toe touch for a brief second, then come back all the way up. Kind of leaning back a little bit and relaxing. Go. Remember, take it nice and easy. We are cooling off, so by any means, you should not be hustling or rushing through these cool down drills. Just kind of let the heart rate nice and steadily slow down. Let's go one more. And relax. So, yep. So just like our one drill for core, where we did our standing dumbbell twist, or for warm-up, we're gonna go ahead and back to core rotation. Use our arms as a pendulum. Kind of loosening up that area. And we're going back to our hip circles. Do a few of these. Go ahead and switch sides if you haven't already. All right. One more. All right, that'll do it for a cool down, our workout today. Thank you everyone for joining us at HRC At Home Fitness video. Hope to see you all back real soon. Have a good day.